Okay, now we move to the common negotiation mistake that we need to avoid when we want to making a deal. Okay, first of all is failing to prepare. I repeat, failing to prepare. Even if you have a clear idea about what you want from a negotiation process, you still need to at least prepare and make a short rehearsal about your arguments carefully, because usually when we prepare we will feel more confident, which is important in any negotiation process. If you can demonstrate your knowledge of the subject in question, the other party will take you seriously and you will be less likely to forget something if you fully prepare. It is important to include everything in your negotiation, as it extremely difficult to get new demands accepted after the negotiation has taken place. So, if we are entering into a group negotiation, first of all, we need to ensure that before the negotiation start, we need to sit down with all our team members beforehand and decide who is going to say what. Practice your pitch, clarify your argument, perhaps using some role play during the group negotiation. Discuss the other side is likely to say and what you prepare to compromise on. Make some short notes and bring the notes during meeting, especially in group negotiation, to avoid we are lost on our point during the negotiation. This is the first one, which means failing to prepare. Okay, now we move to mistake number 2, which is not building a good relationship. There may be some occasion when you have to go into a negotiation call, so you are unaware of the other side wishes, but try at least to establish a good relationship with the other party. If we can, maybe we can start with just making small talk that out of topic, in order to build some trust and give we a better insight into his or her goals, ambition, or even fears about the negotiation process. There might be some enough talking ahead, but you will more likely to reach a satisfactory agreement if you are establish a good relationship early on before the negotiation process start. Okay, the second one, mistake that we need to avoid is not building relationship. Okay, now we move to mistake number 3, which is being afraid to offend. Trying to secure the best deal for ourselves, for our team, or our organization can be very hard and very daunting. We may be scared of saying the wrong things, selling too early, or haggling. Perhaps we can find rejecting other people's proposal is very embarrassing and stressful, especially if our leadership style is more consensual than directive. As a solution, we can address this feeling by remembering that there's a difference between negotiation and arguing. Unlike an argument where each party makes the case for or against something, the main objective and aim of negotiation is for both sides to reach an mutual agreement. As both parties want different things, we can only arrive at this point through discussion of what you are and are not prepared to do. You can just it is just a normal part of negotiation process. Just be a normal, just treat the feeling like a normal part of negotiation process. So mistake number 3 that need to be avoid is being afraid to offend, being afraid to offend. We move to mistake number 4, which is not listening. You need to listen to other person to be a successful negotiator. If you talk over him or ignore what he is saying, it will be much more harder to find areas of agreement. You will be also likely to put his back up. When you have a good listening skill, you can learn about what the other person wants, identify whether you have any shared interests, and work out how far apart your position are. Use active and emphatic listening technique to understand her or his motivation and interest. So mistake number 4 that we need to avoid during negotiation process is not listening. Mistake number 5 is not knowing your partner. The term partner, which is stand for best alternative to a negotiation agreement, originated in one researcher, which is Rogers Fisher and William Urey's book. Essentially, even though your aim in negotiation is to get what you want, you need to decide what your next best alternative is. This means that you know when it is the best time to cut your losses and walk away from the negotiation. Decide on your own partner before you enter negotiation, and also make sure you know what a good outcome even if you don't get exactly what you want in the negotiation process. Having a clear partner means you can push harder during negotiation and potentially get a better deal than you expected, because you keep your option open. You always keep hold firm on your option based on your partner. So mistake number 5 that we need to avoid during negotiation process is not knowing your partner. Okay, the last one, number 6. Mistake number 6 that we need to avoid during negotiation process is be caring too much. You need to care about the outcome of the negotiation, but not so much that you make a bad decision because you feel unable to walk away. In other words, keep your emotion in check. Keep your emotion in control. Practice intelligent emotion. Treat the process as a game and decide when to call it a day. If you can turn your back on the negotiation, you will also be a stronger bargaining position. If you can turn your back on the negotiation, you will also be in a stronger bargaining position should the other party decide to try again. This is because the ones will be on him to improve his offer. The possibility will be on him to improve his offer. So mistake number 6 that we need to avoid during negotiation process is be caring too much.